Okay.
Well, chop chop, we're running out of time.
We are starting now. Okay. What was that? Some bomb. What happened there? Okay. It has been attacked outside of this building. There's been a big explosion. So we are the only people who survived. And you were lucky enough to get the creativity possible. Alright?
Okay, you're the only guys left on Earth.
Okay?
Everybody else outside is dead. Gone.
It's just us.
Forget about your dinner. Sorry.
But there is a but here.
Ah.
The war started, a lot of people have disappeared, we are the lucky ones. What's happening though? We are closed in this room, okay? We cannot all survive. We don't have enough to feed ourselves, we don't have enough materials to survive. We do have a few things. We have water, we have some clothes that we are wearing, we have a few books and some notes, yes, all of them, and some other stuff. Each of you, you have a role. You play a role in our society. So the card that you have, can you see your card, your yellow card? What does it say? What your card says?
Single, pregnant, woman with child.
Okay. Who has a card that says he's a hippie? Who is a hippie here? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Who is a priest? Who is a priest? Okay, quite a few priests. A doctor, anyone who's a doctor? Here's a good doctor. Another doctor. A pregnant woman. A lady, a single lady. Oh, here's a nice lady. A pregnant single lady there. Is waiting. What other roles do we have? We have an interesting role, so we need to explain what do we mean.
Oh, pleasure.
Yes. Okay. Are we all familiar with the word scientist? We know who is a scientist, yeah? What role the society plays. Yeah. A priest. A priest. The other is a married couple. And then a single person with a 5-year-old girl. An army officer who has some issues. He has some issues with his mental. He's a bit crazy, but he's a useful person nevertheless. Who is an elderly woman here? Who has an elderly woman in the card?
Who's the old lady?
All right, we're talking about 85 years old plus. 85 years old plus. A couple of disabled people. You can't walk or, yeah, okay. A lawyer. Who is a lawyer? Okay, great. And do you know this word? A dole bludger.
A dole bludger.
Do you know it?
No.
Can someone help us? What does it mean?
Anybody guess what is a dole
救濟
bludger?
金詐騙者類似係救濟金詐騙者係。
I didn't know this word because I'm English. This is an Australian word.
Australian word, yeah.
A dole bludger is somebody who has no job. They take money from the government because the government gives them money for no job. They don't want a job. They don't look for a job. They spend their whole life as a dole bludger. Right?
Okay.
So a dole bludger is somebody who has no job, looks for no job, takes the money from the government. That's what they do. That's a dole bludger.
So, can I have your attention, please? You have to stick with the role you have. So try to pretend that you are the person that your card says. Yes? What's happening now? We will give you 20 minutes. It's a very important task. Okay. Now, I want the lady with the pregnant lady, the lady who is expecting a baby.
Pregnant lady with a 5-year-old daughter.
Yeah, and I also want one of our top scientists.
Yeah.
One of our
Scientists.
top scientists. Oh, how's the baby? It's good. Okay, we have a healthy baby. Okay, that's also an important factor.
Healthy baby.
Healthy baby.
Now I want to talk about the purpose for human beings to live on. We survive on. The purpose is not only to eat food and sleep, then eat food. It's not simple. It's not that simple. Our purpose to live on, to survive on, is to make the human being to produce from generation to generation. If I want to survive, you should make one man and one woman to survive. If they don't love each other, you force them to reproduce. I think it's really cruel. So the only peaceful way to survive all the human beings from generation to generation is let me to survive.
Okay. Quite a few good reasons.
I am another army guy. I think you should notice that I am useful, but I think the duty of the soldier is to protect the home, protect the country. But I think there are just 3 people, but I can protect the other 2. And I think maybe there is another people to be in the world, but there may be some animals. I can to protect the 3 people, the home that make from 3 people. And I think another reason to be alive that maybe I am crazy, but I have some time to be normal. And yes, when I am normal and I realize that maybe I will be crazy at the next hour, I will live alone. And when when I become novel, I will come back. And I think that's why I will be alive. Thank you.
I'm not crazy. I'm wholly normal. I'm a guy who stole money from the government, and things have been stealing money from the government for such a long time, about my entire life. So I think it is time for me to do some contribution to the society. so I decide to survive. Yeah, and then it is a very good reason. And you know, when you guys are all working, you know, I am doing other stuff that you cannot do. So I can operate many other things that you can't. So I have many more living skills. And also, as I am smart enough to cheat money from the government, I am smart enough to make you guys live longer and happier. Yeah.
Thank you. Good. One bludger.
Yep. Okay. Now we are almost. Well, we're actually over the time now. What I want us to do once we leave the room is this. From today, you can go online in Blackboard. Okay, hopefully now you should all have access. I have an online discussion forum called Creativity Session 1, and in there are 2 questions. One question is, and I want you individually, as one person, each of you, yeah? So it might be 100 answers plus. What did you learn from this sort of activity about yourselves, how you negotiate and you talk, and about your colleagues? What we are after is how convincing they were, what sort of role they assume, if they raised their voice when they were making their statements, any kind of things that strikes you about, oh, you're surprised about yourself, even when you're here talking, how confidently you do it, okay? That's one. And the second one, how easy or not was to reach a decision, to make a decision about who is going to live or who's going to die. And I will try to link it back to what you're listening today about assumptions and how you can challenge them. So a lot of you might have already your assumptions about elderly people, about disabled people. I want to ask you, how did you come about to argue about it in the discussion forum? I will keep an eye on that, and we want to see evidence of this discussion. So once your portfolio, to go back to +1, is being developed, maybe you can print out a few good answers from Blackboard. You can print them and put them in your own portfolio as part of your formal assessment. Okay, is that clear? So we'll continue, and next time, before we start, I might give you also a little summary of what you've been discussing, the key points. Okay, thank you very much.
And remember the portfolio for the end of the semester, okay? Take part a little bit week by week, then you've got things to put together for your portfolio at the end of the semester, okay? Because I don't want you doing extra work for the portfolio, I simply want you to be doing things each week, then you can put those, you can print those up later and put them in the portfolio together. Okay, next week is holiday, am I right? Yes. So, don't eat too many mooncakes. Do stay up all night and enjoy. And I will see one group in 2 weeks' time, the other group in 3 weeks' time. Okay? Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.